brand granola I bought. Put the camera way over there, just so it could get the sunrise and everything. But on the way back, ran into a fair amount of trash. So never like seeing that. And there are no trash cans here, so I will be carrying that out. Not something I really enjoy doing, but it really helps out, you know, because there are critters out here that'll try to eat it, and they'll get sick or worse. Leave no trace, and if you're able to help others with that, I'll put it that way. Help them leave no trace. So I'm going to pack out a little bit of trash. The good news is I think all of that's going to be recyclable. So throw that in the blue trash can when I get home. So making my last cup of coffee, and it is starting to drizzle. So I'm not going to dawdle too much. All right, I think that's it. All right, so finally got on the trail. Got about an 8:30 start time, so not quite what I was aiming for. Hoping to be done around lunchtime-ish. Got 9.7 miles to hike today to get to the dam and finish the segment 10, which will be fun. I'm actually pretty excited about it. I'm not gonna lie, there's a very strong sense of accomplishment. Be able to hang your hat on even a small segment of a big trail. So looking forward to it. The rain is just toying with me. Like I'm gonna hold out as long as I can, keeping the nice camera out, because it does not play well in the rain. But it's like a drizzle here, a drizzle there. Good times. This has been my first trip backpacking without boots. In an effort to lighten my overall load, I have switched to trail runners and given trail runners a try. So this trip total will be about 38 miles. So I'll have 38 miles on them by the end of by the end of today. I gotta say I like them. Full disclosure, my feet do get wet, but they dried very, very quickly, where I barely even really noticed that my feet were wet for very long. So definite plus there. They're definitely lighter than my Fast boots. I've got the Ultras, the Olympus 3.0s. Great shoe. And the other thing, by no stretch of the imagination would I consider myself a morning person. This trip especially has helped me realize it, but morning, probably my favorite time to hike. Because one, my body doesn't hurt as much, so I'm fresh, my feet are fresh, Generally, I've got some coffee already in my veins. Just the peace and listening to the birds, kind of watching the woods wake up. Very, very special. A certain serenity to it that you don't necessarily get in the middle of the day. The rain's still trying to tease me a little bit here, kind of drizzling here and there, but I think I can handle a few intermittent drizzle storms. Beautiful morning. This video is actually being taken with my phone. I got another little drizzle storm coming, and I'm really trying to avoid stopping and taking off my pack and putting the nice camera away, because I know once I do it, that's it. So I'm really trying to avoid it as much as possible. So you notice I'm not wearing my hat. You see my awesome hairdo that I've been working on for 3 days. I'm trying to cover up the camera even a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. The rain's actually picking up. I would classify this as stronger than a sprinkle now. This is probably full-on rain. Oh well. Camera may still go up, but I'm gonna hold out. Oh, see, and just like that, the rain's slowing up, so that's good. I'll take it. Well, I held out as long as I possibly could, but I took a short pause and put the nice camera away, and just gonna rely on the GoPro from here on out. I think this rain's gonna be here to stay for the rest of the day, or at least the rest of the time that I'm out here, so moving right along. So you know that feeling when you're on a long road trip, and you finally start seeing signs, like mileage signs for the place you're going, and that good, like, oh, finally, almost there. Falls Lake Dam, 3.4 miles. That's a good feeling right there, son. 3.4 miles to be complete with segment 10. Definitely starting to feel like the home stretch. Excited. See you in a bit. So, a little over 3 miles to go. But something that I have noticed for this last section is goes into the backyards of some incredible houses. May not even call them houses. I think some of them definitely qualify as a mansion, but multi-million-dollar properties for sure that back up to the lake and the trail, which reminds me that you can spend millions of dollars on a house that backs up to a lake, but you still got me walking through your backyard. So I guess that means money can't buy you everything. I remember when I was finishing up part 1 of this segment, my body was about as close to being a dumpster fire as it possibly could. When I reached the end of that, I was D-U-N done. My body feels a lot better on this section, or this part of the section, than the first time. So, but still just making our way through this scenery. You know, I don't know why I tempt fate and say stuff like, it's not going to rain anymore for the day. Rain's done. Rain gods are like, nope. That's okay. There's very little that can dampen my spirits right now. Feeling pretty good. It's hard to imagine that all of this is nestled in a pretty urban area, but you can't tell. You can barely even hear civilization think I can hear it. If there was ever a motivation to hike faster, that's it right there. There's just some pretty ominous gray clouds. So it's getting real. I just reached the last page of my trail guide. So I took the MST trail guide that they've got posted on their website and made myself a little booklet with the turn-by-turn instructions. And I have just turned to the last page. That's a pretty cool feeling. So I'm somewhere up towards the top of the page, but right down there, right there, reach the parking lot, and there it is, 77.6. Home stretch. Here we go. There she is. It's Lake Dam. Damn. I still gotta walk to the other side, but that's the most beautiful, ugly dam I've ever seen. So segment 10 officially ends just on the other side of the dam, but I've decided to do just a little bit more and hike across the street to the canoe launch, where we put the canoes in to start segment 11A, and that way I can say that I touched every part of that without interruption, even if it only is a couple tenths of a mile. But this is for my own OCD, so see you in a second. There it is, technical end, segment 10, the Mountains of Sea Trail. We're not done yet. Sun. Welcome to the Neuse River. Pretty confident that this is the beginning of the Neuse River Trail, which runs a good distance. There are the gates for the canoe launch, and should be right around the corner, and then we'll be done. Almost there. Slow and steady wins the race. 6 days of hiking, but we made it. Here's the spot where we, back in 2016, all gathered together, got 3 canoes, put them in the water, and paddled 46 miles to Smithfield. I'm freaking standing. All right, segment 10 is in the books. Feels really good. Not sure what's next, but good times. See you on the next one. This moment because about perfect weather, gorgeous view of the lake.